Good morning students. Today I will continue with exercise 1.2 and this exercise 1.2 is related with types of functions. Which type of function is 1, 1 and 1, 2, and I hope the concept of 1, 1 and 1, 2 all of you very much clear as per my last video. So here I am taking some question related with exercise 1.2. So I am continuing question number 6. This is the question number 6 in which two sets are given and one function is given from A to B. Then how can we show f is 1, 1? So as you see in that function which is given to us, f equals to 1, 4, 2, 5 and 3, 6. If we continue with the mapping, then how can we will show it? It is also known as arrow diagram. So 1 is related with 4, 2 is related with 5 and 3 is related with 6. This is our set A, this is our set B. So with the help of this diagram, it is very much clear to us if 1 is related with 4, 2 is related with 5 and 3 is related with 6. It means every element of set A is related with distinct element of set B. So we can say f1 is equivalent to 4, f2 is equivalent to 5 and f3 equals to 6. So we can say here, since every element of domain means A, since every element of domain A have different images in range, or you can say set B. So f is 1, 1. So with the help of the concept of domain and range, we will show the or solve the answer of this question very well. I again repeat, it is related with domain and it is related with range, or you can say f such that A approaches to B. So with the help of domain and range, we will show the answer of this type of question. Now I am continuing with the question number 7, and the question number 7 is, in each of the following cases state whether the function is 1, 1, onto or bijective. Justify your answer. So in this question there are two subparts. So first I will continue with the first subpart, and the concept of 1, 1 and onto I told in my previous video also. So if 1, 1 and onto both are there, then we can say that function is bijective, or we can say that function is known as invertible also. So first I will continue with the first part, and the first part is f such that r approaches to r defined by fx equals to 3 minus 4x. Then how can we will say if this function is bijective or invertible? So first we will continue with 1, 1. When we can say this function is 1, 1. So we will start with let x1, x2 belongs to R. It means as per the definition of 1, 1 we can say fx1 equals to fx2, and if we apply fx1 equals to fx2 on the given function, then it can be written as 3 minus 4x1 equals to 3 minus 4x2, 3 and 3 both will cancel, and then minus will also cancel. So what we will get? We will get minus 4x1 equals to minus 4x2. It means minus 4 and minus 4 both will cancel. So we will get x1 equals to x2. So as per the definition of function, or 1, 1 function, if fx1 equals to fx2, then we will get x1 equals to x2. If it is possible, then we can say, f is 1, 1. Okay. Now we will continue with onto. In this function, when it is onto function, so how can we will solve it? So let y equals to fx equals to 3 minus 4x. This is our equation number first. With the help of these two, we will calculate the value of x. So how can we calculate the value x? By the help of transfer method, so that it can be written as 4x equals to 3 minus y. So x equals to 3 minus y upon 4. We will put the value of x in again equation number first. Again from equation first. When we will put here, what we will get, or it can be written as 3 minus 4, put the value of x, and when we will solve it, what we will get, this is related with x, and this is 3 minus 3 plus y, it means we will get fx equals to y. So at last, if we are getting fx equals to y, then we can say f is onto. So in this first part, f is 1 1, as you see here, and f is onto also, so that we can say, at last we can say, given function is bijective, or bijective is also known as invertible. With the help of same procedure, we will do the second part of this question, and the second part of this question is as such that r approaches to r defined by fx equals to 1 plus x squared. So as you see here in the second part, this time function is different. So with the help of this procedure, how can we will solve, and we will identify in the second part f is 1 1 onto or bijective, it is possible or not. So we will continue with the same procedure for the second part. And this method is applicable for all the questions which are related with 1 1 and onto. So I am continuing with the same process as per the part first of this question, and these type of questions are very important also. So now I am continuing with the second part, and this time first we will take two elements as per the definition of 1 1, x1 and x2 belongs to R. So first we will take fx1 equals to fx2. So as per the given function, what is the value of fx1? This is your 1 plus x1 square equals to 1 plus x2 square. 1 and 1 both will cancel, and we will get x1 square equals to x2 square, and it can be written as x1 equals to plus minus x2. So we can say, so f is not 1 1. And why it is not 1 1? Because we want only x1 equals to x2. As per the definition of 1 1, if fx1 equals to fx2, we will write here x2. If fx1 equals to fx2, then we want only x1 equals to x2. But here x1 equals to plus minus x2. That's why we can say this function is not 1 1. So definitely we can say if the given function is not 1 1, that's why it is not bijective. And if we want to solve the onto also, then it is also possible. It means I want to say, if someone say f is not 1 1, then why we will solve onto part? That is okay. If you want to write here, so we can say f is not bijective, then also it is right. And if you want to go with onto function, that is also correct. So how can we will do onto function? Let y equals to fx, which is equivalent to 1 plus x square. But if we see here, x square is always greater than and equals to 0, because square is there. That's why we know very well, if we put the negative value of x, it becomes positive. If we put the positive value of x, again it becomes positive. So how can we will show the given function is applicable for onto or not? So we will add 1 both the sides. So 1 plus x square, this is equivalent to y. So we can say the value of y is greater than or equals to 1. So y, or we can say y is also known as range. So range is greater than or equal to 1, it means we can say range of this function is not equal to real number, so f is not onto. It means in this second part we are getting f is not 1 1 and we are also getting f is not onto. Therefore we can say therefore f is not bijective, or we can say the given function is not invertible. So for the second question, this is the way of solving 1 1 and onto, and with the help of these two parts or these two cases we can easily say if the given function is invertible or not. Now I am continuing with question number 9, and the question number 9 is let f such that n approaches to n where n is natural number be defined by fx equals to n plus 1 upon 2 if n is odd and n by 2 if n is even. It means in this function there are two parts are given to us. For all small n belongs to natural number, state whether the function f is bijective, justify your answer. So for the bijective function we know very well function must be 1 1 and onto both. If the given function is 1 1 and onto both, then we can say it is bijective, otherwise it is not possible. And one more case is there, if the given function is not 1 1, for example if the given function is not 1 1, then there is no need to calculate that onto function. If it is not 1 1, then directly we can say the given function is not bijective, there is no need for calculation of onto function. So let's try here what happened. The given function is n plus 1 upon 2 if n is odd. So first we will continue with 1 1. So let x1 and x2 belongs to natural number. So if I am taking x1 as 1 and x2 as 2. As we know very well, natural numbers start from 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 1 is odd and 2 is even. So if I am taking fx1, it means I am taking x1 equals to 1 and 1 is odd, it means I will continue with the upper function. So what is the value of fx1 here? It becomes 1 plus 1 upon 2, and when we will solve it we will get 1. Or we can say it is also equivalent to f1 because the value of x1 is 1. Now we will continue with fx2, and x2 is related with 2. And what is 2? 2 is even. So we will continue with the second function. So it can be done as 2 upon 2, which is also equivalent to 1, and it can also be done as f2. So as per the concept of 1 1, how can we will solve it? So if we see here fx1 and fx2, both are equal, both are equivalent to 1, but one more condition is there. Can we say x1 equals to x2? But if you see here, the value of x1 is 1 and the value of x2 is 2. So we can say here fx1 equals to fx2, but x1 is not equals to x2. It means this function related with n approaches to n, where n is a natural number, is not 1 1. So we can say so f is not 1 1 here. And if you are, for more clarification, if you are go with the arrow diagram, then also we can say this is 1 and 2 and this is 1. 1 is related with 1 and 2 is also related with 1. So with the help of this diagram also we can say this function is not 1 1 because this arrow diagram is not fulfill the condition of 1 1. Right? So this is also possible for such type of questions. Now we will continue with the next part. If this function is not 1 1, so there is no need to continue with the onto function, because we know very well if a function is not 1 1, then it is not bijective also. So here we will write, so f is not 1 1, therefore f is not bijective. So with the help of this procedure, we will easily solve such type of question. Now I am continuing question number 10. let a equals to r minus 3 and b equals to r minus 1. Consider the function f a approaches to b defined by fx equals to x minus 2 upon x minus 3 if f is 1 1 and on to justify your answer. So first we will pay attention here. What is the meaning of a? A is domain here and b is range. And a is given as r minus 3. It means a is equivalent to real number but it not includes 3. Okay. And b is equivalent to range and it is also equivalent to real number but it not includes 1. It means in set B or in range B we will not include 1. So in this question how can we say f is 1 1 and on to? So first we will continue with 1 1. So here first I will take let x1 and x2 both are the member of A or both are related with domain. Then we will continue with the definition of 1 1. So we are taking fx1 equals to fx2. So with the help of given function, how can we write here? We write here x1 minus 2 upon x1 minus 3 and it can be written as x2 minus 2 upon x2 minus 3. Now we will continue with the cross multiplication method. So what we will do, x1 minus 2 multiplied by x2 minus 3 and x1 minus 3 multiplied by x2 minus 2. After this we will continue the simple multiplication. x1 multiplied by this, so x1 x2 we will get, and here we will get minus 3x1 minus 2x2 plus 6, and here we will get x1 x2 minus 2x1 minus 3x2 and plus 6. So if some cancellation is possible, we will cancel it. x1 x2 cancel with x1 x2, plus 6 cancel with plus 6, and then we will continue with the concept of transfer method. So it can be done as, we will transfer minus 3x by 2 from right hand to left hand, so that it becomes 3x2 minus 2x2, and we will transfer minus 3x1 from left hand to right hand, so it becomes 3x1 minus 2x1. It means we can say x2 equals to x1. So if we start from fx1 equals to fx2 and we reach up to x2 equals to x1, then we can say f is 1 1 as per the definition of 1 1 function. Now we will continue with the next concept, that is onto. So how can we start? First we will write here onto. So let y equals to fx and this is equivalent to given function is x minus 2 upon x minus 3, and we will indicate here this is equation number first. So with the help of these two, first we will calculate the value of x. So again we will continue with the cross multiplication, right? And after that we will go with simple multiplication. So what we want? We want the value of x. So we will continue the concept of transfer method, so that it can be done as 2 minus 3y, this is equals to x minus xy. After this, with that equation, we will calculate the value of x. So it can be written as 2 minus 3y equals to, if we are taking common x, it can be written as 1 minus y. So the value of x is 2 minus 3y upon 1 minus y. So the value of x we will put again in equation number first in these two. So from equation first we can say it can be written as x minus 2 upon x minus 3. It means we will put the value of x 2 minus 3y upon 1 minus y minus, this is equal minus 2 upon 2 minus 3y upon 1 minus y minus 3. Now we will take the LCM. and if it becomes, after calculation, if it becomes fx equals to y, then we can say yes, it is onto, otherwise the given function is not onto. So after this, in right hand side, we will continue with the LCM. So LCM is 1 minus y, and here we will get 2 minus 3y minus 2 plus 2y upon, again we will take LCM in denominator also, so that it can be written as 2 minus 3y minus 3 plus 3y. So 1 minus y cancel with 1 minus y, 2 cancel with 2, this minus 3y cancel with plus 3y. So what we will get? We will get minus y upon minus 1, and which is equivalent to y. And what is the right hand side? What is the left hand side? Right hand side is y, and the left hand side is 2 minus 3y upon 1 minus y. So again we will put the value of 2 minus 3y upon 1 minus y, which is equivalent to x. So we will get fx equal to y. So as I said, if we are getting fx equal to y, so we can say so f is onto. Therefore, we can say given function is both, or given function are both 1 1 and onto. So with the help of this procedure, we will easily say if that type of function is 1 1 and onto. So I hope with the help of these questions, you will easily solve the questions which are related with 1 1 and onto. And when a function is 1 1 and onto both, then we can say it is bijective also, and the other name of bijective is invertible. I hope with the help of these questions you will solve the other questions which are related with bijective function. Thank you very much.